Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the originals. This is episode 2 of season 4. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. I'd just like to thank every single person that is supporting this channel and on the Patreon. I do apologise, in the last week I've not been as active as usual in the comments. I've been focusing hardcore on my degree, and luckily we have finished today. That is right, no more university for me ever, and I could get back commenting and checking all you like all your opinions. So if you see me replying to videos like from last week or 2 weeks ago, I do apologize. I'm just gonna make my way through them. I like to comment on every video, even if it is a week late. So yeah, please bear with me. Thanks so much for supporting it. It's been amazing. The series has been absolutely amazing. Season 3 was the best one so far for definite. We started off season 4 well as well. Really interesting. KLAUS is still tied up from MARCEL. He's kind of got him locked in like a boundary spell in the place. Let's say the MIKAELSONS home. He's in there, isn't he? He's locked up. He's in there. It seems to be closed off the sanctuary, and no one can get inside. Now, what's really interesting is we jump 5 years forward, and Hope now is able to. Well, she can walk and talk, isn't she? She's obviously like 7 years old, it looks like now, and she's getting visions. She's drawing. In the quarter, the witches, they seem to be leaving signals or marks all over the city. Now I don't know who it is and what they're doing, but it seems to be causing a little bit of a stir. And there was a young lad who was kind of like drawn into a location by, it seemed like a bright light, and obviously he was walking around and he turned around and he screamed and the light like took over him. And then we seen Hope at the end in the bedroom with a Grandma Jackson's mum, and in the room she had it all laid out, like this symbol that's been laid out all over the city. She's been drawing it, and kind of gives me Davina vibes. When she was first introduced, she had them visions of Celeste, didn't she? And she was sketching them out, and Elijah paired them together and it got a big symbol. So I'm really excited to see how we go with Hope, because I did say in the last episode that because we've jumped 5 years forward, it means that we have changed the character of Hope, i.e. obviously the other one was like 1 year old, 2 years old, and now this is a person. So we would have gone for a full casting and we would have selected the best one. So it excites me, because usually in these situations you do get someone who's sick, and I want her to be, amazing. Already she's showing like witch abilities by, having these sort of, whatever you would call it, visions into the future. She might be a sire. Imagine that, mate. That would be absolutely sick. And I can't wait for us to see the werewolf gene and the vampire gene. But speaking about werewolves, mate, Haley was going on a Madden trying to save everybody. Coming from season 3, when we seen them, Frey done the spell, locked him in a sleep, used KLAUS as the anchor, and obviously they're safe right now. And Haley's been non-stop looking for them. She done it last episode. She went and found the last wolf of the 7 packs. She wanted to extract the venom. She'd done that. She woke Freya. She come back, she cast the spell, and boom, they're all here. But what's really interesting is people have been tracking down Haley as well. I think they're trying to, I can't remember like why they was tracking her down specifically. Maybe it was to try and get to KLAUS, because obviously people still want to kill KLAUS, and they was going after Haley. And while that was happening, she was fighting everybody while Frey was casting the spell, and she transitioned into a wolf. Haley, physically, we've seen it kind of like they've done in Twilight. We don't really see it much here. I know we don't like comparing it, but in Twilight we do see Jacob and that dive into like the full wolf form, and we've only seen him walk around a few times, and the dead bodies in this show, like when he was killed in the bayou, we've seen the dead bodies in the car. When Jackson was first introduced, we just seen the wolf walking up and then walking back, but we've never seen him transition into a fight and absolutely take people out, and that's what Haley done, and it was sick. And I literally hope we do more of that. Elijah come back, put his jacket around her, and they kissed, and it's just like, get in, mate, get them back together. And then he asked how Hope was straight away, so I want to see them reunite, and I want to see KLAUS reunite with his daughter as well. Obviously we've seen how Haley reacted when KLAUS first transitioned her into the wolf, and she come back with the help of Davina, and she went and got Hope, and you seen the joy in her face. How's it going to be now? Haley's was 3 months or something, 6 months. KLAUS has been 5 years, and his daughter's not even going to know him. Do you know what I mean? Even for all her life, she don't know who her dad is. It's madness. MARCEL's still dominating the city, still in charge. He's still his rules. He doubled down on it with all these vampires coming in. He wanted to kill KLAUS, and it didn't happen. And he was saying, it's my city, it's my rules, and you want to come here, you can be whoever you want to be, as long as you don't question how I run this place. And again, I do like it. It's dominant, and I can't wait to find out what today's episode has in store for us. So if you do enjoy it, please smash like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Good lord,
Yo,
that one
he's
has some
done it,
lungs
isn't
on
he?
him.
Death rattles are distracting, and I'm trying to break a cloaking spell.
Cole, would you please? Thank you.
I have contacts in New Orleans. As you can imagine, the place is crawling with vampires, all of whom hate all of us.
We draw that Muppet out of town. And when he's gone...
If you're afraid...
It's called being sensible.
Enough. We're free KLAUS today.
I think Cole was speaking logically then, though, if he was. Interesting, they all look good. Like, they all look like they've dolled up again.
It's not the first time someone's tried and failed to take down Haley.
But this time, she wasn't the only one they were tracking.
The Malraux pack was wiped out by Lucian over 5 years ago.
But the woman Haley met with is, in fact, the last of the line.
Which means there's a chance she could have the cure for my bite. And they could be on their way right now.
Kind of like how he's got this advisor.
So it's my buddy from NOLA PD, and he was saying he's gonna make sure all the cops keep an eye out. Maxine, what do your boy and his friends like to do for fun? My buddy, the detective, he was telling me that they've been getting a lot of reports lately from Old County Line Road. Reports of broken glass.
Take this with you. It's a protection charm. I made it for Adam when he was born.
That's well clever, mate. Why don't everyone have one of them?
Every little bit helps.
I will text you, okay? I promise. Well, thanks for waiting and not just, you know, killing him.
Was that your boyfriend? He seems sweet and terribly vulnerable, as humans tend to be.
Tell me what you want and let's get this over with.
You just had to piss him off again, didn't you? Your brain's way of distracting yourself from all the pain. Same as the last time Marcel stabbed you with that blade. Irritability is another form of sublimation. You're not annoyed with me. You blame yourself for getting into this mess. It's okay to admit.
You believed there was a light in me. The man I called my son has left me here to rot.
You are the reason your family is alive.
Marcel will kill Elijah.
Then it looks like you're gonna have to find your own way out of here.
This is where you absolutely had to do a locator spell?
When I first moved to New Orleans, I primed this space.
I'm the only one Marcel won't kill on sight.
Don't talk to me about some ludicrous diversion. You are walking into a lion's den. Joshua.
Please don't.
I was just gonna order a pizza. You know, if we're gonna be here for a while.
Fabulous.
We had planned on learning everything you know and then using you as collateral. But since you know so little,
Oh, she gonna take Josh out?
you get our brother. I will handle Marcel.
Oh, okay. I thought she's going after Josh, mate. So it's interesting. Like, Josh is obviously friends with Marcel. It looks like Marcel's giving him his house, to be honest. I'd like to know where Marcel's new house is, because it's well posh, isn't it? And I actually do like how he's got that female on his side, the kind of one that was in with Lucian working. I always do feel like when you've got, I don't know, like, it just reminds me of Arrow, you know. You got Oliver Queen, he's going around, he's saving the city though, obviously. Marcel, you could see, saving the city as well. And you got Felicity Smoke in the background, she's doing all the digging, she's feeding him all the info, and it's like teamwork, you know what I mean? Like, I do love it. So like, it makes more sense that Marcel's dominating as like a group instead of himself, because obviously, yeah, he probably can't, I don't know, can he die now? Like, I mean, the only way we've seen Lucian die was Freya doing that mad magic, absorbing it from the ancestors, wasn't it? And she come in and extracted it. Now, him, I have no idea. How would they do it now? Did they destroy it? I think they destroyed all the ancestors, didn't they? Defina with that bomb. So it's mad. But then again, who is this coming after that little kid? And who is Hope getting visions? You know, who should draw it? Are they the ancestors? Or is it someone completely new? Maybe they can absorb that entity, that power, that force, and go after Marcel in that way. So I mean, I do think it's really interesting, and I have to say, I really do like how as soon as he come back, they didn't want to wait. You know, even though I was saying Cole was speaking logically, you know, he could come and bite us. We haven't got enough cures yet. Let Freya do a thing. But the whole family's like, no, mate, we've all suffered enough. Let's go get KLAUS. And they said they've just gone for it. And I do like it. It's well good.
I wasn't sure you'd show.
Wasn't sure you'd still be you.
You had endless opportunities to kill him. Did you hold off on my account? For all that we've shared, I am begging you to let my brother go. You know better than anyone that my family always gets what it wants. No matter if it takes 1,000 days or 1,000 years. Is he really worth that trouble?
He makes a good trophy. Proof that I took down the worst monster in the world. He deserves to suffer.
If it's a trophy that you're after, then you are not much of a man to begin with. Wars have casualties. Blood is shed, mistakes are made. The man I loved understood that.
Place is yours. See, wasn't that easier than us having to try to kill everyone?
We know this tunnel runs the length of the city. Marcel must have carved out a section to serve as his personal dungeon.
Well done, Marcel.
Save the compliments when he comes to kill us. Flattery might give him pause.
For some reason, he's a valet to Marcel. Cole, would you?
Happy to stay and have a drink and eviscerate anyone who tries to follow you.
Pull out that blade. Michael could do it.
Do not invoke his name.
What about your daughters? In order to keep your family alive, you had to keep yourself alive. But now you can leave, and you choose to stay, even though your daughter's waiting for you. That makes me think that blade's not your problem. Now that she's old enough, She can see you. What if she sees you as a monster and hates you for it?
She will look at me and know that I love her.
What if when she gets in a fight with a friend, when someone breaks her heart?
I will kill anyone that harms her.
Oh,
I have had enough of this nonsense. In reality, I would not be subjected to the ridiculous claims of a woman who died in my arms. Go!
What are the chances of getting Camille back? I know he's going to go on a mad speech now. But what are the chances? Literally, I'm praying for it, me. Like, I think she elevates him, me. Literally, every time he's in a scene with her, he's just sick. Like, I think like she just makes him better, and like I want him to be happy as well. Like I want Elijah to be happy. It looks like he's getting Haley. Haley's so good now. Like with the season 2, I wasn't a big fan. Season 1 didn't mind her. Season 2, wasn't a big fan. Season 3, absolutely unreal. And she started this one strong as well. And so I'm really happy that Elijah and Haley look like they're going to be together, and I really want KLAUS to be happy as well. That's all I want, man. I want Stefan and Damon to be happy. I want KLAUS and Elijah to be happy. So I just somehow get Camille back. I think she just makes him so much better, and I want to see him so happy with his daughter as well. But she said some deep stuff there about her as well. No wonder like he's probably sitting down there thinking like, is it beneficial for him to go out for her, or is it that she doesn't know who he is and he's just a myth for someone who saved him? Do you know what I mean? That is so deep.
Your brother killed me in cold blood, and you defended him. And the only thing that you could say was they did what they needed to do.
Right or wrong, that's all my family has done for 1,000 years.
Oh, come on!
As I know that none of us are innocent in this, least of all you and me.
Then we are done here.
We most certainly are not.
Camille! Camille!
I'm here.
I do not wish to be the father I had, nor do I wish to be the father Marcel has come to loathe. Are you satisfied?
Every parent is afraid of screwing up. History could repeat itself, and if you're not careful, it will. But you owe it to your daughter to try and change the narrative.
So this is why you brought me here. This isn't about you and me at all, is it?
You will never know peace, not a day in your life, so long as you hold my brother captive.
I'll be back soon. I just have to go kill her brother.
Spell is strong.
Mate, it looks so good.
Over time,
how they've made the hands look like it's sucking something. Freya, man, them two are actually sick, aren't they? Freya and Haley.
What happens when KLAUS gets out? What are you guys gonna do? Massacre this whole city?
We just want to get our brother and leave.
I was with someone. He died. Killed by your aunts, actually. I hated everything. It's taken forever for me to feel normal again.
Why are you telling me all this?
Davina would have wanted me to.
Perhaps you could explain what Jüterbog means. Something has happened to my sister, or if something is about to happen to another member of my family, this city and everyone in it will burn. Tell me what Jüterbog means.
Marcel is warning me that you're all here so that I can spread word to the rest of our guys.
You're lucky Davina liked you.
I was saying that on it. See what I mean, right? Actually, I said it when Cole was reintroduced. I was saying it's so much better that we've got one extra character. It doesn't have to be the main storyline. Doesn't even have to have a storyline. But the fact that he's just in there and around them, it just gives us little options to go down. And I actually like him. I like how he really likes Davina. I actually, do you know what I mean? After all this time, still he's looking at a picture. He's still drinking free. He's still suffering. You know, like. It was true love. It wasn't fake at all, which I respect, you know, because sometimes you're watching it and you're thinking, you know, did he, you know, really like them, or are they trying to play them? And then obviously we've seen it play out over time, and he definitely loved her, you know, there's no question about that. But it's just good. I actually like him. I hope he doesn't die, and I hope he stays as a recurring character, just in and out, in and out. It's really good. And Josh as well. I was saying about eye contact. He couldn't make one eye contact then to. What is it to Cole? Every time Cole was speaking to him like this, yeah, he was looking down all the time. Where KLAUS and Cammy done it, they were just like that, literally saying some deep stuff, and he's both staring directly into his eyes like this, literally the whole time saying it. It's so much different. It's so much more impactful when you're staring at somebody. So it's crazy.
Whatever happens, don't stop until Nicholas is free. Come on, Marcel.
I like how he just walked out. He's not even hiding. I like how he just walked out.
Show yourself to me.
What is that symbol? What is it? He knows it. Consistently putting it in her.
You can get a pretty penny for Rebecca Michelson.
Well, he won't be taking anyone, as he is rather indisposed.
That was really good.
Can we leave this awful city now?
There we go.
I've come for my brother. Well, I got something else for you. He leaves here today. We'll see about that.
Klaus, it's time. You have to pull that blade out.
Go. Trying.
This is really good.
Haley, leave us.
Hope needs her father, Marcel.
I had Klaus as a father. It didn't turn out so well, did it?
You can do this. I know you can. Let us go.
Because you think that would be justice for your family?
Honestly, right, I'm getting the world's smallest violin out. Like I said, man, the guy had a gun, he put the bullets in, turned it on himself, and he was holding the trigger. And literally, and he stood there and literally blatantly was telling him how none of them are going to live and how he's going to spend his whole life mission to go after them and he's going to kill them and they're going to be looking over the shoulder and he's not going to rest until they do X, Y, and Z. Mate, literally, he didn't kill you in cold blood. Like, cold blood is somebody who's just, it's like me now, and then someone comes in and kills me. That's cold blood, yeah. If I'm going out there physically, out there to attack someone, to kill someone, to threaten them, and they retaliate, it's not cold blood. Like, so, I mean, that's my opinion.
Elijah, this is me not worrying that you were supposed to be here 20 minutes ago. Please call me back. And while we have a moment, I wanted to say thank you.
Nick, you can hug him later. We need to leave. Marcel's right behind us. Go.
Are they going to take him down? He's too strong, isn't he? Like, he's not got a weakness yet.
Did you see him?
I'm gonna find Adam, I'm gonna bring him back to you, but whoever has him right now is using some very dark magic.
So somebody's doing this magic. It's not a thing, it's an actual someone.
We fight for each other.
Though it didn't really work out for me, did it?
Oh, for
There we
God's
go
sake.
again.
You were never a Mikaelson. Get over it. Hey, don't you have a city to run?
Let's end this once and for all.
It's enough. In fact, despite your appalling behavior, I'm offering you a chance of peace. And even if you did manage to eliminate us all, one day, my daughter would come for you. Or we leave, and we never come back.
You stand there with a straight face and try to sell this like it's your choice. You've destroyed more people, taken more lives, ended more families than anyone. I'm proud as hell I'm not a Mikaelson. Only reason that you exist is because I am showing you mercy.
Mate, it's KLAUS and Tyler. Right, so let's pretend that they're gonna disappear forever, right? Where are they going? Yeah, like, are they not going to New Orleans? Is that Marcel out the show? Obviously it's not. They're going to come back. They pretty much, I'm going to say they're not even going to leave New Orleans. Like, 3 episodes are going to be back here. So it's interesting though. Now, Marcel, he said that he's nothing like them, but I actually think he's very much like all of them. He's got traits of most of them. So, like, he's definitely been brought up in their image, and he's just as bad now. I mean, he always had the bit of them, but then since he's become this person, I think he's just as bad now. He is just as bad as KLAUS. He can't say that he's better. I think he's just the same, me, literally. But it's interesting. I always do like his speeches. Every time he does them, regardless of whether I'm liking them, what he's saying, if I agree with them or disagree, I always think they're great. And I always think that, you know, like, the show is better with having him in it. Now, obviously, like, because he's going after the Mikaelsons, I'm like, yeah, he should die, but then I don't want him to, in a way, because, again, like I said, with the Camille, when she's in it, she elevates KLAUS, and when obviously Marcel's in it, it works with most characters, because obviously he's kind of got this thing going on with Rebecca. Cole and him don't really get along. They haven't since he was kid. You know, him and KLAUS back and forth, dad and kid. You know what I mean? And Elijah as well. So all the stuff. He's got friendships with Haley. It's just interesting. So I think the show's better with Marcel in, but he is getting too big for his boots. Like, somebody needs to beat him at some point. Not kill him, but he needs to know. Because even when KLAUS was in charge and he was running it and he was always confident, he still did lose some battles. You know, Davina did get the best of him quite a lot of times.
If I'm ever going to piss you off, make sure there isn't a crossbow lying around. Still, I'm impressed. Most people who try to stand up to Rebecca end up dead. The only thing that is on my mind is how we're going to celebrate.
Hey, this city, everyone in it is in danger, and it might just be all my fault.
Hey, you're going to go and see Hope. Get in there, mate.
Thank you for not abandoning me.
Well, we did consider it. The vote was rather close.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry. I can't imagine what you've been through. You ready to see your little girl?
Mate, she's a big girl now. KLAUS is going to see the symbols.
Want me to wake her for you?
Just let her sleep.
Oh, we're just going to end now on a happy note. And you know, you don't have to see those symbols right now. Just good to see him, you know. He didn't even want to wake her up. He's just absorbing it, you know, like, yes, there she is, there's my daughter, you know. Imagine not seeing it, even, you know, especially in this situation that he's been in, but just in general in life, you know, you're not seeing your kid for 5 years, or your mum, your dad, or whatever, you know, you'd want to run in and grab them straight away, and just sitting there stood at a door smiling. I can't wait for the next episode. Like I said with Marcel, it's interesting, man. Like, he's blaming everything that's happened to him on the Mikaelsons, when I kind of feel like he's played a big hand in himself, you know, in getting to where he is, in a good and a bad way, you know, to being who he is as a person. He's probably made all that himself, and obviously learned a few things along the way. But in terms of the situation that he's in, he's blaming other people, when I think he's played a big factor in that, in decisions that he made, whether it was with Davina, whether it was with against KLAUS, Neola Strix, anything, whatever avenue he chose to go down, I think it all resulted into where he is currently is. So when he's trying to, like, I understand when people use some aspects, but when people try and shift all the blame onto somebody else, you know, you have to reel it back in and say, hang on a minute, you know, like, you are to blame as well, and you need to look at it in a proper way. Now, they're caused some of this situation, but you've also caused the situation. And I really think that they're going to need the Mikaelsons. I feel like KLAUS is obviously going to know what this is. I feel like whatever this thing is, he's going to come in and he's going to dominate in the city. And Marcel's going to have no other option but to get calling on the Mikaelsons for help. That's the way I'm going to see it going. But, you know, only episode 2. I thought we had 16 episodes, but it's only 13 this season, which is devastating, you know. So we've only got 11 more. 11 more, we've only just started. That sounds madness. That's usually mid-season. But yeah, can't wait for the next one. And, such a good start. For today's video, thanks for clicking on the video. Like I said in the intro, hopefully I'm going to go back and start replying to all your comments in the previous videos. I did spend quite a lot of my time, you know, focusing on my studies. But finished now. Thank you so much. Get in there, mate. Life's back to normal. Videos going to be rock and rolling out. Comments, opinions, everything, you know. Can't wait to get into this season just in time as well for the brand new season, you know, all the free time to dive in. Well, new season to me anyway, it's obviously old for everybody else, but I can't wait to see how Hope is going to be the key to this. I feel like she is going to be the main focal point, the main factor. Vincent he's seen this before. He seemed scared, you know, he's seen it. He like had that thing, it protected him, the shield. Like, as soon as that woman gave it him, yeah, I was like, what the hell? Like, why does everyone else not do that? It's such a good idea. Why are they not all carrying them? It saved him as well. And obviously, he was, like, thanking it. He's like, oh, my God, yeah, thank you. And, like, he's gone. He's dug out this old diary from, I don't know where he was, in the safe, that he had to put his blood and slam it down and do some sort of spell, get it out. It's got the dragon on it, and like I said, that is what Hope has been drawing. That is what that kid kind of seen on the wall, which then the white light kind of like absorbed him and took him away. And I don't know what he was saying when he's speaking to his mum. He's saying he's seen this before, and its power, and it kind of sounded like it was somebody activating this. You know what I mean? It wasn't like the ancestors, like it was like a thing that's happened and it's a collective thing. It was like, I don't know, like me, I'm causing this and it's happening. But I mean, I'm going to say I'm definitely wrong with that, because like I said, I'm always wrong with my predictions. But I'm very interested to see what it is, because obviously last season, you know, well, 2 seasons ago, we was told that Dahlia straight away, she was the baddie. We've seen it, and that was this whole story. Last season, pretty much straight away, the prophecy come in. Kind of visually seen it. We knew someone was coming to attack in. This season, we've seen a white light. We don't physically know what that is, what they're here for. And, like, we've known that pretty much 1, 2, and 3, what's going on. We're here. I know we're only on episode 2, but we still don't know what this white light is and where it's come from, who's doing it, and what is the plan. So I'm saying that KLAUS is going to see these drawings inside Hope's bedroom after he's obviously just seen her in that, and he's going to be like either scared. He's going to be like, what the hell's going on, mate? We need to get to New Orleans, or we need to see what's going on. We need to ask her questions, you know, all this stuff. So, I mean, I think it is going to be really interesting. Now, Camille was in this episode. I really enjoyed it. I think she's so good with KLAUS. I think she makes it better. The scenes are great together. I really want her to come back. Obviously, I don't think she's going to. I do think she's dead. We've not really seen any natural standard vampire get killed and then come back. So, I don't think that's an option, but I would like it if, like in the Vampire Diaries, when Anna was seen by Jeremy, he could have the conversation. She was there. He was kind of together. I would love it. It'd be so good in this show where obviously like Klaus could see Camille. He's always speaking to her. She's giving him good life advice. She's helping him. She's being his therapist still and giving him, you know, like wise decisions and ultimatums and like obviously straining him down the right path. And I feel like that would be a great way to go, you know. Consistently advising him, like she did in this episode. She advised him so good, and the scenes was great together. And like ultimately, the information that she was giving him was the correct one, and it helped him get out of the situation. And obviously I like how the family as well come together collectively. I know Cole at the very start, he was the only one that wasn't intended to go after Klaus today, but he still wanted to go after Klaus. He was trying to think logically about what if to his bit and what if. But I do like how as soon as they're all resurrected, they're like, let's get Klaus, you know, no messing about. Yeah, he might have daggered us in the past before and made us suffer, but he's our brother. He's suffered enough. He's not been around hope. He's been here. He's been the anchor to us. We need to get him. No hesitations, and went. I like how Elijah as well has got kind of like a second-hand woman who's kind of like the Felicity Smoke, so to speak, helping him out, giving him information, feeding it. She's strong as well. She does seem like a bit of an alpha. She seemed quite good when she was introduced with Lucian, and then she like disappeared. She's back now. She's got darker hair. Kind of seems like she's into him and he's into her, but he's also like got Rebecca thing on the side, like not physically with her, but he's just got emotions. He's hooked to her, kind of like Aurora was to Klaus. And obviously when Klaus was with Camille, Aurora was jealous. That's kind of like what she is. You could see it. She was kind of a little jealous of the situation. You know, he said when he was like, don't kill Rebecca, she was like, oh, okay, I won't do. He didn't want it to, but you could see that he was getting to her. But you know, I think we've been a good start to the season. Klaus is out. He surrendered the city to Marcel. Marcel said, don't ever come back. This thing seems to be really scary, whatever it is that's in the city. And Vincent was like, he thinks he's brought it here and it's going to, you know, come after everyone, and it's a big threat, and hopes are drawing it. And so they're going to link, and they're going to have to reunite, and I'm excited and I can't wait. So thanks so much for clicking on today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers guys.